Hello everyone. This is Caroline and I'm in Sedona, Arizona, sort of asking for some of the strength of Rock Nation, its patience, its courage, the beautiful resolve of the Rock people. I'm going to key into the higher selves right now and ask that they speak. And this is Courthouse Rock we're looking at right now. But I'm going to ask that they speak to us in a way that's relevant for whenever you watch this video. So I'm just listening, and what they're saying is that there are aspects of human mind and heart that are stepping forward now that have not been present with us for thousands of years. And I know that the collective have said this in their messages to light workers, but they're pointing out that there has to be room made for that. So if you or I are feeling a bit uncomfortable, unhappy about things that are coming up for us mentally or emotionally, and we want to move to a higher level, which is totally understandable. Understand that those things are coming up and those uncomfortable moments are happening so that there is beautiful room, absolutely beautiful room for the newer aspects of who we are. Because it comes down to releasing that which is not for our higher good and releasing that which is not our true and authentic self. And that's a self that we have known for eons, thousands and thousands of years. As we're looking into the sun here, we're going to ask for its beautiful blessing, as well as the blessing of all the higher selves and spirit guides. Because basically they're saying, you're not going to recognize certain aspects of yourself. Things are going to come forward that haven't come forward for a very long time, maybe hundreds of Earth lives. And you're not going to recognize it. Why am I feeling euphoric about this? Why am I feeling angry or sad or upset or impatient with this? And it's not always going to make sense. And yet here we are, becoming what feels like a new self, and in fact, it's the old self in a really beautiful, higher dimensional way. And the only way we're going to be able to make room for that is to release the things that have blocked it. And some of that can, be a little intense, no question. Some of that is just strange. We just want to move through it quickly and affirm that I'm not going to be troubled by this anymore. And yet the sadness, the pain has to come up. That's actually a good sign. So don't feel like, oh, I'm not being spiritual enough about this or that. Don't feel that you're not doing what you need to do spiritually or being who you need to be. Of course you are. We're all in process. If you weren't in some kind of process of growth and releasing that which is the false self created purely to survive, after one incredibly tough earth life after another, if you weren't releasing all that, all of us, you wouldn't be returning to who you truly are. And the release levels, it's just like when you're cleaning your house and you're scrubbing the floor. Let's say somebody tracked mud all over the floor and you're scrubbing at it. It looks worse to begin with. It looks dreadful. And this is completely understandable. And you think, oh my gosh, but you don't panic. You don't panic because it looks dreadful. You just say, well, that's all right. I'm getting up all the dirt, all the stuff that's got to go. And then the next round of cleaning, as you mop up that mud and then add more water, things start to look a bit better. And you just allow yourself this beautiful ongoing progression where you don't question what's happening. And this is where you and I have to be now. I think also we're moving out of the mechanization of life. such as the extreme left brain emphasis has given us for so long. So when we look at a tree like this, for example, and we see that there's what looks to be malformation, we don't question it. We see its beauty. So the wasi-sabi, there's beauty in this misshapen object, which actually is a beautiful living being with a beautiful spirit, a beautiful nature spirit guarding it and living within it. So we bow to all the nature spirits around us now. Namaste, friends. We give thanks for them. We allow that whatever song they're singing is individual to them. We're fine with that. But then when it comes to you and me in the modern world, we're sort of, well, everything should be even and work perfectly, and I shouldn't owe any money or have any extra weight on me, or on and on. And really, thankfully, those issues are there so you and I can realize what needs to be healed. It's a huge gift, even though it feels like a huge annoyance some days. So I'm going to go back to the higher selves for a moment and just listen while you're looking at these beautiful trees and shrubbery. So they're saying one of the biggest things we can do right now is realize there has to be a letting go in the ascension process. It's not just suddenly becoming joyful and light-filled and happy and be able to heal ourselves and other people. It's a letting go. There has to be a letting go. So they're saying, ask every day, ask your team, your spirit team of angelic guardians, spirit guides and higher self, what do I need to let go of today? What has to be released? How can I release things easily, calmly, gracefully? Think of an issue right now in your life. We're just going to flow higher energies. The collective will flow higher energies to you, and so will your beautiful spirit team. While you're looking at this lovely bell rock here. And just breathe out. Think of an issue where you have felt stuck. Realize this isn't you. It's not your true self. And yet there's an incredible gift there. So you're asking your higher self what needs to release from me, and trust that whatever it is, they're guiding you there, even if an idea doesn't come to mind, even if you don't have left brain language for it. And I know my friend Sherry Bausch was talking about this recently, how words and left brain language assignations aren't really that relevant anymore. Really moving beyond it. And you'll have moments where you're realizing something and you don't need to think it. You don't need to have words for it. You'll just take it in energetically and that will be fine. And you'll have moments with loved ones where you don't need to speak. And they'll be taking in energetically exactly what you need to tell them. So hand that over to your higher self right now and just say, whatever I need to release. All I ask is that you assist me in releasing it calmly, gracefully, quietly, easily, without a lot of struggle. I'm not going to put up a lot of resistance. I'm just going to breathe out. And today, whatever needs to be released, remove at least one layer of that. As people say, in grace and ease. And then for the whole process, I bless the whole process. If I need to cry or beat a pillow, get angry, I can do that. That's all right. But it doesn't define my path. A lot of resistance or a lot of emotional drama. Those moments will come. I will bow to them. I will allow the emotion to rise up, release it, cry it out, scream into a pillow if you have to. That's fine. Excellent. That's a breakthrough moment. And to say that I'm not going to resist this beautiful growth and healing process, which has to do with releasing everything that is not really me. It's something that I picked up over time, over earth experience, but it isn't me. Wonderful. So we thank the higher selves. And their last message is, remember to laugh. Laughing is great because it gets that diaphragm moving and we can release a lot of dense energy through laughter. So find every opportunity you can to laugh. Movement, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, dance, walking briskly, whatever you can do. Wonderful. So I send much love. Namaste.